Yep.
Hey guys, back again. Mm-hmm. Just 4 lifelong friends taking on the world, answering all of life's questions.
4 friends with 0 boundaries is what
4 friends with 0 boundaries. The show where we talk about everything and anything.
So good. That's such an awesome bio.
This is What the Podcast. I'm Ryan.
And I'm John.
And together we are
Ryan and John.
Joining us this week on the couch, as always, my lovely wife, Cara Tafolla.
Not as always. I wasn't here last week.
Well, often. More often than not, I would say. And tuning in this week from Growing Pains with Annie, we've got the lovely Annie the Skovmand.
When
So
you're
good.
growing, it's painful.
And it is.
It's true.
Do you ever feel like you actually get growing pains now? I'll get pains like in my leg, and it feels like a growing pain.
Honey,
Here,
you
you should
haven't
be the
been
doctor.
growing
I haven't
for
grown since 6th
15
grade.
years. Yeah.
Oh my!
I
Matt,
do-
You should get that checked out.
But I'll still get that pain.
that ache, that dull ache. Ugh.
It's not a growing pain. I think I pulled a muscle in my hand, and it's been freaking me out all day. Like I have maybe carpal tunnel.
Isn't it funny? Because if you say growing pain really fast, it sounds like groin pain.
Growing pain.
Groin pain. What if I start a second podcast about groin pains?
Done.
With
Already
Annie,
done.
And I just talk about
groin pain.
Well-
when your crotch hurts.
Well, your groin is
Jeez,
painful.
Annie. Jeez.
Trademarked.
Jeez.
Trademarked. Well, this is our Happy Thanksgiving edition of What the Podcast.
I have some good questions for today.
Oh.
Annie, you told me you were going to dress up like a pilgrim. And
Oh.
didn't
God,
deliver
I
on
came
that.
straight from work.
Seems like something you would
weirdly
prepare for.
enough,
You don't just forget to dress
People
up like
are
a
like,
pilgrim.
don't dress up as a pilgrim when you're giving tours of wedding venues, which I don't know what that prejudice is about.
I
I
wore
don't get it.
my
I
Thanksgiving
guarantee
shirt.
nobody said that to you.
I have my Thanksgiving shirt on.
Is that your Thanksgiving sweater?
That feels more like acorn sweater.
I feel like you could wear that any day.
Oaky
of the
sweater.
year.
It's leaves.
Well, not in the middle of
There's
July.
acorn.
I feel like I
leaves,
could.
there's
Cara would.
Cara
pomegranate.
would is what I'm saying. I feel
But
like
look at this
it's not
specific
very-
leaf.
You mean ironically?
That is a
No, I just think
Thanksgiving-esque
something like
leaf.
she's got quirky style. I feel like sometimes you could just pull that off, and I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
thrifted
Now
this
you're just
during
crazy
fall
talking.
like 2 years ago.
Now you're just saying crazy
Wait, what
stuff.
did you just say?
I thrifted this.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you wore it some other time of the year.
No, I
Never
thrifted
mind.
this
Okay.
like 2 falls ago.
I thought you were gonna prove.
And
it
I
right.
only wear it during the fall.
Only wear it during Thanksgiving.
Aw.
Working on a little Julian apple cider here.
Yeah, how is it?
It is delicious.
Okay, good.
It's fall in a cup.
all in a cup. It is. I can tell you, I've had it at least 10 times in the last 2 weeks. Every night, I just get a little
Dang.
cup of it. I dilute it with hot water, obviously,
course,
and
of
then
course.
put a little whiskey in
Put a little-
there. And it's the perfect little nightcap for me.
Who
Delish.
are you taking a nightcap every night? Did
What's wrong
you
with
get
that?
cooler?
I'm cool now.
That is so
Wow.
cool.
You might
I'm
want to
cool
just
now.
switch to some herbal tea.
No,
Pass,
no,
pass.
it's cool. No, it's cool.
way not cool.
You should start doing shots of tequila for nightcaps.
Something to take
And
the
then when
edge
you
off.
wake up, you should take shots.
I do feel
And
like
then
I
we
kind
can
of
plan
sleep
that
a little
intervention
better.
we've always wanted to do.
Okay, you can't make him be an alcoholic so that we can plan the intervention. It just has to be natural.
I mean, I can set
Are the
things
gi-
in place.
are
it
gigs-
sounds a little put on.
Are gigs a little slow now? You're looking for things to plan? Is that what's going
Arches,
on?
wedding and intervention planning.
She bills Jordan.
My intervention had a great charcuterie spread.
I spent $16,000 on my intervention. Can you believe it?
I mean, KFC
If
makes
you need
a
help,
mean
please
spread.
ask for it.
If I could do my intervention differently, here's what I would do.
Oh,
Just a bunch of content, like an
Oh,
other.
what, dress
Arches.
as pilgrims.
Okay, so what? Let's.
I would
like,
if I ever
valleys.
need an intervention, please dress as pilgrims. I would like it Thanksgiving themed.
Okay,
That's so you.
arches is wedding venues. Your interventions is valleys
Oh,
or like
We're here
Death
for you
Valley
in the highs
or
and lows.
something like that. Yeah,
Slogan
highs
is,
and
we're
lows.
here for you at your highest and at your lowest.
And you could call your whole company
Wow.
Arches and Valleys. Isn't that more like Peaks and Valleys?
No,
you
Arches
know
and
what?
Valleys.
Who cares? It's
Arches
you,
and
baby.
Canyons.
awesome.
Wow,
Canyons is pretty. That's good.
Oh, gosh.
canyons.
Let's
that
go
would also
canyons.
be a great
I don't wanna-
name
I don't
of
wanna-
a rehab facility.
I don't want to throw us off topic a little bit, but
Please do.
I was, yeah, you guys riveting stuff.
Yeah,
by the way,
uh-huh.
it's coming up, our cocktail holiday party that we have every year, our third
so
annual.
exciting.
And I saw something on TikTok, and it immediately inspired my drink for this year. And
Whoa.
I'm so excited, and I'm just hoping that nobody else saw it, and that
Okay.
we don't have doubles.
Okay,
But
hold it in your heart.
Oh.
Whatever it is, I'm excited for
very
it.
excited for our cocktail.
I think
holiday
last
party.
year we maybe
My-
said like what each alcohol of choice was going to be, so that we stayed in
no.
different lanes.
We did not.
I'm sure we did.
I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
Just like off air, not like
I
on.
don't remember. Oh, I did green tea shots last
Yes.
year.
Yes.
Nothing as good as the Harry Grinch, though.
Honestly,
Bring
that's
him
the
back.
vibe I'm coming back
Harry
with.
Grinch
is so good.
First of all, we said we're gonna do crazy Christmas cocktails. No one told me that we were being serious about it. Okay, no one. And then here comes Ryan with a whole freaking crock pot of
Yeah.
like love that he made.
Yes.
It's like, what the hell?
We were just talking about the buttered. What was that?
Buttered rum.
Hot buttered rum.
Oh man, it
And
was
he's
so
like,
good.
I slaved over this for days, and I'm like,
don't
here's
think
some
that's true.
Mountain
I'll
Dew
tell you
with
what.
tequila.
My commitment to my drink this year has been nothing short of twice the commitment
yeah,
of last year.
months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Unfortunately, spoilers. We already knew what Ryan's was.
Well, I'm not going to say it on the air,
Well, no, even though you
have
already
to catch us
have.
on at the holiday.
but it's been an
cocktail party.
ongoing conversation. So,
So
What?
cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Kara,
matter,
get
Kara.
with
Kara,
it. Come on.
you've been living in the midst of me making my cocktail. So just
You've been there.
I love this. Don't tell her. It
Nuh-uh.
should be surprised.
tell her.
I'm
don't
not going to
tell
tell
her.
her. Nobody tell her.
That's so
That's
good.
hilarious.
What, are you gonna do an old fashioned?
Oh my gosh.
Don't try to guess.
The
Gaslight,
fact that you just
gaslight.
said old fashioned.
That, honestly,
wow.
That's his drink.
So insulting.
Your silence is loud. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
I love
Just
that.
saying, I had a
That's a lot.
good break from this podcast.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Kara went to
wow.
explore the world and missed us.
The
Did
world.
you explore the world? You went to Seattle, right?
world.
Or where'd you go? Portland?
Yeah,
Portland.
When's the last time you explored that part of the world, huh? Exactly.
I've never been to Portland, but honestly,
Give
That's
us
land of the port.
one high and one low of Portland.
High
Yeah.
was that I went on the only sunny day of the entire month.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Rained out the rest of the time.
is nuts.
Low, it was freezing.
How cold? What are we talking temperature
It
wise?
like when I got there, it was fine. It was like 56, which I'm
Nice.
like, that's not even the coldest it gets here.
That's doable.
But then once you're out past like 9, because it's like 56 all day, and then when the sun drops, it got to like 42.
Wow. You're brave.
you are brave.
Well, speaking of brave, we're on to our first
Merda.
topic of the day.
You should put my own on.
This is, I don't think a company, when they're thinking about their marketing, you can't pay for this sort of like shot in the dark, like 1 in a million lightning strike that Stanley has stumbled upon this week.
Oh.
You're familiar with the Stanley Cups?
I have several.
Big handle. How do you like those Stanley Cups?
I think they're great. I'll say they're not mine. My wife
Okay,
collects
word.
them, but I love it. I
But
love
you
using
have them.
Yeah, I love using them. They're great. They're really nice.
Nice.
What about
Keep
you?
your drinks cold. What do you like? Drink water or
I'll say
little
I
cider and
kind of-
whiskey moment?
No, that much cider and whiskey.
Yeah.
In a
I
Stanley
don't know.
Cup.
Maybe.
I don't know,
A
man.
whole bottle of whiskey.
Yeah. No.
Annie, Stanley
I
Cup
feel like
owner.
okay. Here's my thing, and maybe John, this is the same thing you've experienced. It's like a shot in the dark if it does stay cold.
Okay.
Right.
Like there's days where I'll have a whole ton of ice, and the ice lasts for literal days.
You have a real Stanley?
Yeah, I have a real Stanley.
See, I have a Stanley dupe, and I can't say that it really retains its. I mean, it kind of does. Throughout the day, it'll stay medium, but
Oh no, I've had it where the ice stays.
dang.
Like it's been sitting in my hot, sunny car, and the ice. I come back like at the end of the day, and I'm like,
So you think
"Oh,
your
dang
Stanley
it."
just has off days?
I think it
sometimes?
has off days. I think it has days where it's not pulling its weight.
Oh my
And I'll be real, I got it for free, so like I can't blame it. But if I paid
I was
money
gonna,
for it,
I
I'd
was
be
gonna say,
pissed.
does it count as having a Stanley if you stole it, or is
I didn't steal it.
you obtained it.
I obtained it in the way that Ryan obtained his dupe. You don't come back for it after a certain amount
Sometimes,
of time.
if it gets
I'm
left,
taking it.
if it's in the lost and found for too long, it
I
gets
found
taken.
it.
Yeah.
Finders keepers.
there's some laws that protect
Well,
you?
I
I'm
may
sure.
be switching to the real thing this
Okay,
week
why?
because TikTok. A woman has taken to TikTok and posted a video.
Your wife's shaking her head.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. She posted her car caught on fire. I don't know how. It was some kind of
Oh yeah.
freak accident, probably. But she was posting the wreck after. It was probably like a car accident. I should have done a little bit of research on
I
this.
believe it was a car accident.
She posted a video of inside her car after the accident. Everything was all burned and charred. Her Stanley Cup in the cup holder still had ice in it.
Yeah. That's crazy because I will say that I drove past a car that was on fire last week, and it was on the freeway. It was like off to the side, obviously, and it just happened. So like nobody had showed up, but people were pulled over, like helping them out, and everyone was safe. But the car was on fire, and as I drove past it through the window, I could feel the heat as I drove past momentarily.
That's crazy.
Then I was like, so you can imagine inside the car when it's on fire.
Oh, it's probably melting all the
And
seats.
Stanleys are made of metal, so the outside was probably hot of the
Dude,
Stanley.
it seems like now it's built like a
but it's
tank.
double.
Like,
They're double insulated.
Wasn't that the whole thing? Didn't they used to make like military canteens?
Because
Isn't that how they started?
They started camping. It was
Camping
like
gear?
Camping gear.
well, there you have it. I mean, it
wanna-
can
are you
survive
gonna
through a
get
fire.
one?
Well, here's what I think is the end of that story is this: is she posts this video and it blows up. It's got like 30 million views on it, and Stanley.
Christmas around the corner.
Don't you dare
What?
buy a Stanley.
Stanley's like, hey, do you want to survive a car fire? Get a Stanley.
You think Stanley did this as a publicity
No, I'm
stunt?
saying that they're reaping the
Well,
benefits.
they're reaping the benefits, and they've reached out to this woman and said, you know what, your video is awesome, and we're gonna buy you a brand new car. The Stanley company
Oh my
Wait,
gosh.
okay.
raking in the freaking like
so awesome.
marketing. You could like they probably
Yeah.
spent 30 grand, 40 grand, brand new car,
You
right?
break a marketing budget for that kind of stuff.
And they're probably
you know?
millions of dollars in sales.
It's probably
they're
like
like-
skyrocketing right now.
Oh, yeah.
The Stanleys.
Has society got too
Are we the
far?
idiots? What do you
know,
mean?
Are like we the idiots to think like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Come
now
on.
people see that TikTok, they're like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a Stanley. Like
No.
Okay,
What?
remember?
I would
Yeah,
absolutely
but then
feel
the
that
people
way.
who actually own Stanleys are like, yeah, no, it doesn't keep my.
what were you gonna say about
Do you remember Damn Daniel? Damn Daniel, back at it again with the white
that's true.
van.
And
Classic.
then Ellen gave him
No,
or no,
Vans gave
did.
them a lifetime supply of white Vans,
they gave it away.
and they donated to charity. It's
cool.
But I mean, yeah, like Vans was
Losers.
I wouldn't do that. Respect, but wouldn't do that. I got a lifetime supply of Vans.
White vans are always going to be in style.
For shoes,
I'd be wearing
a
those for the
lifetime
rest of my
supply
life.
of shoes, the thing you have to
Yeah.
wear every time you go out. That's crazy. I'd keep that. But they're good
Okay.
guys.
But-
Nice.
like, guys.
But good for them.
Respect. You know?
Jeez. But I'm saying it's the same thing, right? Like, what is a lifetime supply of Vans truly? Like, 100,000 pairs?
No, it's one pair of Vans per month for life.
Per month, per life?
Yeah, that was
Per
the
life.
deal was.
Oh,
I looked it up. It was one pair of Vans per month for the rest of your life. So
That's a
every
lot of
month they get a.
shoes.
They
but
get
I mean,
a
like,
half.
come on, it takes.
So
same
you
thing
could
with
wear them
Stanleys.
for a month and then donate them, and
Yeah.
then wear the next
It's
few.
awesome. Oh, no, just,
But I mean, like,
donate
reality
them's
is
cool.
like what? Like, a Stanley probably logistically costs $6 for the Stanley company to make.
Oh, you
sure.
think so?
Yeah.
Sell them
Yeah.
for
You
You
like
could probably
80.
find that information out.
But they probably have multi-million-dollar marketing budgets, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, but
and
that's
they
what I'm
spent,
saying.
30 grand on a car, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Stanley's amazing! I'm gonna go." It kind of makes me want to go buy a Stanley just because
You
of
literally
that
just
whole
said that,
moment.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Please don't.
I'm saying not even just
Why-
the
why
car
not,
thing.
Kara?
I don't like the look of a Stanley.
Yeah, wah, wah. Okay, it's all about aesthetics
I
with
think
this
they're
one.
ugly.
Kara, you have the same thing.
I have the Hydro Flask,
Yeah,
and it's cuter.
it's the same.
Where
thing.
is it? Oh, you
No.
don't have to say.
It's
No,
the one
I
with
didn't- I
the
didn't
the
bring one.
handle and the straw.
Something about how rigid Stanleys look.
It's too manly for you.
It's like too
Bam,
bulky.
bam.
I don't know.
I feel
Also,
like
Hydro
Flask
Flask
are
was
the
doing
same
something
thing.
like that. When's the last good thing Hydro Flask did, huh?
That's what that's what Kara has. Is
yeah.
it looks exactly like a Stanley?
No, but I'm saying like Stanley just gave this woman a new car.
Yeah.
What has Hydro
Oh,
Flask done?
word. Yeah.
They have
I
their
stand
recycle
by the company
program.
who does cool things like buying a girl a new
Buying
car.
people's cars.
That's nice.
And maybe one day they'll buy me a car.
Okay, that's
I
what I, was
don't
gonna
know.
say. Is how many people are gonna like, if I just have to set a car on fire and make a video about
Yeah,
it. Then
he
the
said
company,
in his TikTok, he's like, "This is probably the one and only time we'll ever do this as a company, but we're gonna buy you a brand new car."
he's like, don't try
He's
to
like,
do this again.
"Please, for the love of God, don't set your cars on fire."
That's what he's basically saying.
Yeah.
He's
do
like,
not
do not
this.
try to copy this.
It starts
Wow.
trending.
Literally.
People are burning their cars.
Well, speaking of marketing,
Yeah, go ahead.
there was a big marketing ploy. Last week,
Go.
a big post
Mm-hmm.
happened. Well, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, a post happened from Snoop Dogg.
Oh God.
See, I
Snoop
thought that's where you
Dogg
were going when you
posted.
said brave.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was brave.
Speaking of
He
brave,
posted that
pull it
he
up.
was quitting smoke. And
Now,
everyone
okay.
reading that was like, yeah, that's kind of weird grammar for like
Yeah.
marijuana or
no, that's
weed.
how he talks.
But it was like, yeah, it's Snoop Dogg. Whatever. He probably talked like that.
John, maybe you can pull up on the podcast here. We can put this lovely little picture.
Oh yeah, totally.
This is the post.
I didn't see that.
That's what he put. This is the picture he posted.
Oh, I only saw the note.
And he
the
said,
fancier looking
"Oh no,
one.
no. Yes, this one."
I was like, what is that?
That was his follow up. People
Gosh.
were sharing this and being like, "Wow, he's going through
I've
it."
never seen that.
This is the picture he posted. It says "natural high,"
God.
and everyone's like, "Wow, he's going through it."
So is he just doing it?
Snoop Dogg said, "After much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time."
So everyone was like, he's done this in the past before, but that's his thing.
He's got an update now. Here
So
it
what he
is.
said?
Please play it.
Oh, am I not
Oh yeah.
connected?
Connected.
Hold on.
Like, come
My
on.
Bluetooth
Got turned off.
turned off. Please hold.
Is smoke weed?
Yeah, smoke weed.
Oh, you're-
Smoke weed every day.
Good.
You know how Snoop Dogg smokes weed?
Yeah. Well, you said that you sent us this, and my automatic
Yeah.
reaction
Now you're
is,
set.
what is his personal blunt roller gonna do?
Yeah, he's out of work.
Well,
Yeah.
here we go.
I'm giving up smoke. I know what you're thinking. Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing. But I'm done with it. Done with the coughing and my clothes smelling all sticky icky. I'm going smokeless. Solo stove fixed fire. They took out the smoke. Clever.
It's a
It's
freaking,
a
solo stove
stove commercial.
I'm so mad.
He gave up smoke.
I'm so mad.
Gave up smoke.
He gave it up.
Wait, you just find this out?
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't follow Snoop Dogg, believe it or not.
I saw it on TikTok.
This post has 2.7 million likes.
Okay, so
Snoop
at
Dogg's
work
got
today,
just about 83
we were
million
talking
followers.
about it, and I was like, "Oh, Ryan's always been into that. Like Ryan's wanted a solo stove."
Uh-huh.
And my friend Anna, we all know Anna.
Oh, yeah. Friend of the
She
show.
Friend of the
went. She went. He wanted one after seeing that, and I was like, "No, he's known about a solo stove for a long
Oh
time."
no, I've been hip to the solo
But
stove.
now everyone is hearing about solo stove because of like, did you hear about Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, it's
See,
marketing.
I've
Everything's
listened to many
marketing.
podcasts that have been,
much is
sponsored
a
by
solo
Solo
stove?
Stove
They're
forever.
expensive. Well, there's a mini one and there's a big one.
There's one that's like a tabletop, like
Yeah.
4-inch one, and it's still like $80.
I think it's more than that,
And
actually.
the follow-up is 6 hours ago, he posted this picture
Of
of
him
Oh.
smoking.
him with a cheeky
Perfect.
little blunt in his hand.
What did he call his clothes? Sticky icky.
Yeah,
the-
sticky.
Tired of
icky.
my clothes smelling all sticky icky.
smelling like sticky icky.
Oh.
Sticky icky would be marijuana.
Is it? Is that a different?
The sticky icky.
So
Oh, solo
Snoop Dogg's
stoves
a
are
liar.
expensive.
So
He's a liar.
Well, he's giving up smoke. That's technically true.
Yeah.
So
Have
annoying.
you seen the TikToker that does the bits about he calls himself Smokeless Steve?
No.
Oh, he does this whole bit where he's like the guy that brings the solo the solo stove to the party, and he has like his little that comes with like the cover to put out the
Yes.
fire and stuff.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, I just throw this in my van and I come by. He's like, I don't really do the smoke anymore. It's this whole bit. It's so funny.
I love
Smokeless Steve is
Smokeless
what he calls himself.
Dude, I was sitting in John Power's backyard, friend of the show, just sitting around that solo stove, and I've been I've been a believer for a long time, but now it feels like the world's catching up to
You
us.
know
Yeah,
what's
it's not cool
funny
anymore.
is it's
ahead.
like it just looks like a different rendition of. Were you guys ever like bumpkin enough to have the old
Not
old
gonna
like
read into that one.
the
The ceramic.
Like, no, not even that. The like washing machine drum
Oh yes.
fire.
Yeah.
No, but
What?
I know what you're
Oh,
talking
yes.
about.
Yeah, you would take apart a washer, or it was.
They
a washing
sell them.
machine.
They sell them in El Cajon. Right?
Yeah. And it's like the drum of a washer, and you put it on legs, and you start a fire in it. And the way that it sits is the smoke like is funneled, so it's not like going everywhere.
So I imagine somebody probably saw that
Saw
and was
that,
like, "Oh, I
yeah.
could just sell these for
I could
$100
like adjust it and make it nicer and
Yeah.
yeah,
Like better material or something.
yeah.
But
I will
still
say
metal.
those will melt the bottom of your.
Some of my
shoes.
favorite
You're such
moments on
close.
this show, by the way,
Damn.
is when Annie says something and Ryan and I both like physically
What, bumpkin.
She's talking about a country bumpkin, of course.
I
know
thought
what
you
you
were going to
meant.
talk about the like traditional, like Spanish, like
Just-
ceramic
Oh,
ones.
you mean
with the fires in there.
what's it called?
Yep, come on.
I had one, a chimenea.
Yeah, we had
A
one.
chimenea.
It was big.
Nice.
Yeah, we had one, and I broke it.
Yeah, ours cracked.
Oh, I was mowing the lawn, and I clipped the wheel that we had it on, and the whole thing went down timber. Oh,
Dang.
and it shattered, and ash was everywhere. I was like, my mom was pissed.
Nothing happened. I
was like, oh, mom.
So, what is this? We're just sheep, right? Big companies just trick us into buying stuff.
Called marketing.
Yeah.
I know, but when I want out,
Yeah, it's true.
Why?
I don't want to be manipulated like that.
But you want to buy things.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
But only not because of manipulation. I don't want to be
it. I like it because of manipulation, because then I don't have
Okay.
to decide whether or not I want it.
That's being a sheep,
you know?
Cara.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Word. Because obviously I'm with you in that.
Awesome.
Word to the sheep herd.
Listen, I'm going to buy that solo stove. That's the problem. I'm going to buy it now. Word from the herd.
Don't try
Heard
and
from the
copy my
herd.
thing.
No, I'm yes-anding your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, Thanksgiving is this week,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
right?
Yeah, start a new conversation. Don't yes-and my thing.
Okay, yes, and
There's no more yes-anding that. I think we've killed
capitalism sucks. Yes. Right, that's your thing all the time. You're like,
Yeah, you
"Oh,
buy
I wanna
little
be a
things."
socialist."
And you buy little things.
Yeah.
it. Oh yeah, I was gonna say she had a different route. Where were you going with that?
So
Ryan
Thanksgiving's
sees something
coming
he
up.
wants. Freaking the mini watch as example.
You're
So-
talking about the watch ring. That
So
thing is
Thanksgiving's
baller, by
coming
the way.
up, guys. How about that?
You guys broke Ryan this close to Thanksgiving.
Ryan.
It's conversation, okay? If I can't rant about, buying things,
No, this goes with that.
okay, go ahead.
It goes with rants.
Go ahead. Speaking of rants,
Thank you. Thanksgiving is coming up.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite things about Thanksgiving is you get to stir the pot with your family.
I do it all the time.
So
mashed potatoes.
what are you my cousin, I talked about this last year. I found out that every year my cousin researches a different conspiracy theory and then comes to Thanksgiving and pretends like he believes it.
Yeah.
And will purposely start conversations
I have
with
to meet this cousin. 'Cause
he's
they sound awesome.
my funniest cousin by far. And he will start conversations with our super conservative uncles just to piss him off. So last year his
Dang.
whole thing was the moon landing was fake.
Okay.
And he and he
good.
goes deep in the research about it, intense. And
The
so
shadows are
my
off.
question,
The shadows are off.
yeah, you can see the wires.
There's no wind blowing in
You
space.
they're not antennas, it's wire.
Hold on.
So good.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
True.
But my question for you guys is, what if you're gonna stir the pot with your family? What is the first what's your go-to topic? And pinpointed.
Uh-oh.
There could be some. Ooh.
I saw. Okay,
Now,
so I
Cara,
saw
you have interesting
a
'cause
post.
you go to his Thanksgiving, but do your families do it together now or no?
We normally do it together. This year is different because my dad's side is in town.
We're gonna be doing a splitsy
We're doing
Thanksgiving
a
this year.
splitsy morning appetizer and then
Same.
dinner at the
The main
For us.
course.
Same for
Wow.
us.
And I gotta say, we haven't done it yet, but I highly recommend, if you have the ability to, is do a team up on these holidays.
know.
Because it just
A team up? What is that?
like
Together.
a collab,
Dad.
Yeah.
like a collab,
Families together.
the families
I've been
together.
trying to
Oh,
do
yeah.
that with my family. It didn't work out this year, but my family and George's family for a long time. Because I'm like, a lot of her family has been to some of my family parties, just one-off family parties.
Sure.
And so I'm like, I know they get along. So I'm like, it would be nice to just get them in the same spot. But this year,
We only started doing it when my family members started dying off.
Sure.
Like the ones who would come to Thanksgiving.
That's the pro about death,
okay. There we go.
Less people, easier to get.
That's not
You're so brave, Eddie.
To answer your question about a hot topic,
Yeah.
anything about religion, really.
Oh, okay,
religion
okay,
kind of
okay.
spices things up.
I
Yeah.
was saying I saw a post that was how many few words can you say to get your whole family riled up?
God, Noah
and
can
it was
say one thing.
Trump or Biden. You just walk in the room and you go,
yikes.
Trump or Biden.
Noah literally could
No.
say Biba, and everyone would be like, Noah.
Okay.
What?
Sparking some good ones.
Not,
Religion.
not sure what that's about.
Biba.
Mine would literally, all I'd have to be is guys, I think we should have open borders. And they'd be like,
I'm coming to your Thanksgiving this year, actually. I've
or
decided.
even better if I said, I just think that we should have electric cars. they would be like,
I could go.
Oh, you're telling me you're cut from that? That's not just like your
90%
crazy
of them
opinion.
drive diesel, my man.
Dang. At my parents' house, I could mine. I could be like, "Hey, I'm getting another tattoo," and immediately it
that's
would be
true.
like,
Really?
What? Yes,
That's true.
Why? They don't like tattoos?
Oh, my mom was pissed. The last one I got.
That's such
Pissed.
a
She
weird
went. I
reaction.
thought you said the last one was your last one.
You know what's funny? I was just talking to Jordan about how like it's so strange how parents have certain responses to things, you know? Because I was just telling her, I went to my parents' house and I dropped in for something and I had to grab something. And my mom had this whole bit where she's like, I never see you anymore. And I was like, you know, that literally makes me want to leave. Like you doing the guilt trip of like, oh, you never come by anymore. That doesn't make me want to stay. It doesn't make me want to come back. You know what I'm saying?
You are brave, John.
No, 1,000% true.
No, it's true.
1,000%
That
true.
is true.
That's like my parents. Oh, John,
Same
by
thing
the
with
way,
the tattoo thing.
my parents want to know when you guys want to come up and have dinner with them.
You name the day, I'll be there.
Got it.
Whoa.
My parents will be like, "You haven't seen the Oceanside house in a while. We moved the furniture over a little bit.
Right?
Couch is over there now.
You won't even recognize
But that's
it.
kind of
Like-
that's a little bit better in the sense that like they're trying to get you to come over to see something. I just think like, and even the tattoo bit you think it's like that doesn't make you want to stop getting tattoos.
Yeah.
That makes
Oh,
you want to
yeah.
go out and get more. I mean, maybe I'm wired different,
Well,
but
Tina has a plan on me.
That is a pretty John response.
what?
Yeah, that is a John response.
Like you're telling me to do this thing, I'm now going to do the opposite of that thing.
I will.
Dude,
You're
that-
not the same way. You're not.
No, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. But
No,
you dig
my
your heels in
dad-
way more than I do.
My dad and my mom could say, "We don't see you much anymore," and then I'd go over like every day the next week.
Really?
No, they never say that to you. I don't-
Because she goes over there.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
my
yeah.
dad,
Got
when
it.
the big thing was like, "Hey, like, we just painted your room. You might want to."
So funny.
So then I'm going to come over. It's
Yeah, we
like,
talked about
"Hey,
that on the
You better
podcast.
go see your room."
so good.
You did?
So good.
Without me?
No, you were there. It was the 25-hour podcast.
You were.
I don't remember that.
chasing
I
around
blocked that out of my brain already. So
Dang.
the whole thing.
My immediate family is not like this, but my extended family doesn't know anything about me.
Okay.
Like we don't keep in touch really. We don't keep up with each other. They all do because they're all like
No
the same
social
age
medias
and-
or what?
Yeah, but not really. Like they don't. They follow me.
You're the
but-
baby. That's right. I remember.
Yeah, and I'm like, I think 11 years younger than my closest cousin in age. So it's
Okay.
like a drastic age difference.
So a bunch of adults, and you're a baby.
And I'm a baby.
How
But
how much
they're-
of a difference between you and your sister?
11 years.
6.
Oh,
6 years.
Got it.
6
Okay.
years.
And so I like to do this thing where I almost see what they actually remember about me.
Okay.
So they'll be like, "Oh, what are you doing for work?" I'm like, "Oh, what was I doing the last time we talked?" And just like quiz them, and they're like, "Oh,
How mean."
You were.
Oh, I think
You're working
your
for that
mom
senator?
said- and I was like, yeah, I
You
know,
were in
crazy.
Washington.
That's so shitty. Oh my
Like,
god.
what was it the last time we talked? Huh?
Oh.
Huh?
My response would be like, I don't remember. You tell
Yeah.
me.
Guess.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, that's a weird thing to say.
Also, my mom was so funny. I was talking to her the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, Annie, pretty soon, like one of these days, you can bring your significant other to
No way.
holidays."
No
And I
way.
was like, "Well, I'm not gonna bring him this year." And she goes, "Oh," and I go, "Well, because it's purely carnal. It's nothing. I don't even know his name."
No
And
way.
my dad went, "Oh, I see. I get it." I go,
Awesome.
just
What was
sex,
that? What was
nothing
that?
else.
What was
Carnal.
Carnal.
Carnal?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I go, I
carnal.
don't know. I go, we just, we don't even
Like
talk. We don't
sex,
say words.
like
it's
physical.
It's just grunting.
I-
And my mom went, "Oh, where'd you meet him?" And my dad went, Grinder. And I said,
Awesome.
"No, not that. Nope, not Grinder." I go, "No, Mom, it was a chat
Carnal
room."
is a
And she
word.
goes, as long as it wasn't at the same time, we both went Pornhub. And she went, "God, Annie, why are you like this?" I was like,
Oh,
"Obviously,
no.
Mom, I'm alone and single. Okay, I don't have anyone."
You and your
Jeez.
parents have
Yeah,
such
this is a
close
crazy
relationship.
conversation you had with your mom.
And my dad. The phone was on speakerphone. We all start laughing. and my
I'm gonna
mom
be
goes-
honest. I don't know who to root for in that situation.
Yeah, me either.
My mom goes, "Don't make these jokes at Thanksgiving."
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Annie
Make
gets
Nice.
10 points for that beautiful word, carnal.
I've never heard of that in my life.
It's
You have
I-
Catholic carnal sin.
It's good.
Yes. Yes, you have.
No.
Carnal.
You've heard it, but you blocked it out already.
No.
Okay, here we go.
Not
Doubling
like
down.
carnivore.
There she is. There's the
kinda.
Cara we
It's
know and
it's
love.
Latin root, Cara. Freaking
No, haven't heard it. You think they would have taught us that in Catholic school? No.
no, they didn't. They don't teach you Latin.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I don't know about that.
I'm thankful for
Yeah, you want to do the
this
thankful thing that we do?
podcast.
No, see, this happens
Okay,
every
you want
year.
a real thankful?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you started it as a bit.
But this whole damn show's a bit.
Oh, wow.
Damn, that's true.
Right.
That's true. Okay,
I love
go
a
ahead.
good bit.
I missed the wide angles. Go ahead.
Okay. So you're not thankful for that?
No, I have something, but go ahead.
Okay, I'm thankful for you guys, and not in a non-funny way. Don't effing look like that. Wipe the face off.
Wipe the face off.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Wipe.
Wipe the face off it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wipe the look off your face is what I
Word.
meant to say, but I just
Wipe the
popped
face
out.
off your look.
Okay. Yeah.
Wipe the face off your
Done.
Go
No,
ahead.
but
Consider
I
it
am.
done.
I am. You mentioned the beginning of 4 lifelong friends, which I was gonna make a whole joke of like, "Ugh, you think I'm gonna be friends with you for life?" But I do like really appreciate our friendship and how we've grown close together.
Sorry, which part of that was serious? Which part of that was?
Okay, pass.
Thank you.
Thankful
See,
for nothing.
I
Next.
saw Ryan be
Swipe.
serious for the first time last week, and it
Yeah.
was jarring.
You what?
Oh yeah, Ryan got.
This seems
really
like a post-show conversation.
sentimental. I'll share. I'm not
Ryan got
going to go into
He only gets
details.
sentimental when I'm not there.
Well, that's something you can
Brings out
work on
another-
in your
'cause he
marriage,
was
I guess.
sad.
I don't know how to
He was
respond to
sad
that either.
you weren't there, so he was just in his feels.
Anyways,
Anyway, okay.
be
Cara-
serious.
No, I was serious.
That
I'm
was
thankful
serious.
for our
Screw
friendship.
you, Ryan. Cara, you're up.
Well,
Go ahead.
harsh.
Good bit.
I am thankful for my job at Legoland.
Aw,
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm having fun.
good.
It's good.
I love that.
What's
Ryan?
Not other jobs. But
what's the best
just that
part
one.
of being a Lego?
Yeah.
Today, it just made me like my job. A little boy came up, and I saw him yesterday because I worked the same thing yesterday, and his name was Cooper, and that's why I remembered his name because it was Cooper. And he came up, and I was like, "What? You're here again?" He was like, "I love you guys." And he just like he was obsessed with the gingerbread. And then his mom let it slip that they had just seen Shrek the Musical for the first time, and he was obsessed with the Gingy in that.
Oh my god.
So I just liked it that I worked 2 days in a row, and like
You
a
say,
kid remembered me.
Well, I've got something to tell you. I'm a theater kid.
Oh, he was
Da, da, da.
he was probably 5 or 6, and
Gay.
I could tell he was going that way.
Oh my god.
Little theater boy.
So precious.
But I just like things like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like
Andy.
25 minutes in the sun is rough,
Yeah.
but you know,
Blasting past it.
yeah.
blasting past always.
Okay. Popcorn John.
God.
Wait, why do you get to go last?
I said the popcorn.
All right. Hey, you gotta respect the popcorn. I was thinking about this because I had a feeling we might talk about it because we always kind of do the thankful round on this episode.
Yeah, how
I'm-
predictable of us.
No, I love it. I was just preparing my answer.
Okay.
I was thinking about it, and I think I'm most thankful that I'm not working at Sharp anymore.
Wow.
I know that it's been a while since that happened, but this is like the first holiday season where I don't have to like fight to have days off. Like I was telling Jordan, it's the first time in probably 3 years I'm not working on Thanksgiving. Like I usually work the night shift or the day after or whatever, and I am just so glad I'm done there. And like there are some days where I get like, you know, I get anxious about money or I get nervous, you know, about certain things, but I would never go back. I'm so much
Dang.
That's
happier
good.
without being there, and that's like my number one thankful. And then also very side, small, little tiny thing. Another one was that I'm thankful for Jordan's grandma because I was just thinking about. I'm always thinking about my grandma this time of year, and 3 years ago, obviously she passed away, and I'm just thankful that I get to use grandma still because.
Aw.
And I'm going to tell her that on Thanksgiving because I really am thankful because I miss my grandma a
That's
ton.
so sweet.
during
That's not a
Thanksgiving.
small
Getting
thing.
emotional.
Well, I'm just it's a side thing, but the main one is not working at Sharp anymore. Anyway,
Wow,
Popcorn
John,
Ryan.
you hit Annie.
I know.
hard
I'm
with that
sorry.
one.
I'm sorry, Annie. It's true. I was just thinking about the language, like you know, when you and like when you're in my scenario, you know, all my grandmas have passed away, and I'm like, I wouldn't even use the word grandma anymore.
Yeah.
And now I get to use it with Jordan's grandma, and she just means so much to me. She's so sweet, and I was like, oh, this whole year I felt like I've been kind of reaching out to her, and we've had these little conversations. I was like, go over there, just her and I, and she's like kind of talking me talking to me and giving me good advice. So I'm just thankful that I could still have a grandma on this side of heaven. So
Dang.
sorry. Anyways, Popcorn Ryan.
Damn.
Hey, Annie.
Sorry about that.
The hell, John?
Sorry. And also, I will say I was thinking about it because obviously, Grandma Leslie passed away. So I was thinking about all of that.
Thank you for hard launching
Thank
that
you.
one, John.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hard launch.
Oh, I can cut that out. I'm sorry.
No,
It's
okay.
fine. You two are in the same boat now.
I did, yes. That is funny that you say that because I feel the same way about Cara's grandma. I'm like,
She's the
this
last
week.
grandma.
Obviously, we talk about Grandma Leslie a lot on this show, especially post, the 25 hours. She's had Alzheimer's, and this week she did go home to Jesus. And, it's one of those weird things. Like, we've been in mourning for so long. We've been like missing her already because she hasn't been herself we were like crunching the numbers when they say, roughly speaking, when you get diagnosed with Alzheimer's, your life expectancy is like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
It's a sad reality, but not for Grandma Leslie. She went 11 years after diagnosis.
When we started dating, she was still in the house.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It was right after we started dating.
She was living in a home an entire year before we started dating.
Oh, really?
Yep. If you can
Maybe I
believe
just
that.
knew about.
Yeah.
She probably is around more, though. I imagine she's still.
I
raised.
never met her.
Nope.
No.
Never met her.
Yeah. She was pretty aggroed out already.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing about that disease. Is it makes people mean.
Yeah. It definitely does. But anyways, all that to say is like when I became a part of Cara's family and like her grandma is the same, like so loving and so like just perfect like
And we get to
grandma
make fun
vibes.
of her accent.
Oh, and she's got this Boston accent.
It's the best. Oh,
she'll
honey.
like text or call or whatever, and it's like, "Oh, Ryan, like I'm absolutely hysterical.
She says hysterical.
I'm not gonna. Am I gonna see you for Christmas time?
Oh, that's so
how's
sweet.
little baby Koopa doing? Koopa.
So sweet.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
pretty
so
sweet. That's so. She's just like obviously my grandma now, so it's
Yeah.
kind of awesome. I'm thankful for my wife. This weekend we celebrated 2 years of marriage.
Wow.
Married 2 years.
of marriage.
And
Why?
yeah, just appreciate her being there for me through all of that.
Aww. He took
also-
me to a fancy
Yeah.
Italian restaurant.
I'm thankful for this freaking Italian restaurant.
Oh my
I'm
God,
too.
we should
Carbonara.
go. We should go.
What's it
All
called?
of us should ball out and
Okay,
go.
relax. We
You guys,
went
it was so,
actually.
It was so
Pointed us
good.
all out.
What's it called?
We
What's it
should
called?
So good. It's called
We should go.
Marizzi.
Oh.
Voted best new restaurant in San Diego.
Yeah,
Oh.
of
2023.
How'd you find it?
I'm just cool like that.
You just found it.
You Googled
You are-
best
you are
restaurants
cool
in
like
San
that.
Diego.
Let me tell you, I've never been.
I literally Googled most romantic restaurants
Yeah.
of San Diego.
No way.
Not even joking.
Awesome.
Dead
But
serious.
this one, literally, I've never had fresh pasta before.
Me either. Can't say that I have.
Ugh,
Oh man,
so good. Handmade
man.
fresh pasta.
I had alcohol that I actually liked.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why she came in. She came in hot today and was like, "Can I get like a sparkling wine moment?" I knew it.
I
I
had
knew
a
that's
peach
why.
Bellini.
Oh yeah.
I've never had a peach Bellini.
It was just a
I'll
regular
get you
Bellini,
some.
but
They sell
bomb.
it at Costco.
It's good.
Really?
the Italians,
It was yum
they
yum.
do it right.
Yeah,
Well, guys.
congratulations, you guys.
Thank
we didn't
you.
even mention that. I'm so sorry. We
Yeah.
totally missed it.
Yeah, you were all there, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Show's older than your
Yeah, I
marriage,
bet.
technically.
it is.
Just a little
All
bit.
of our, well, both
It
of
Oh
ours,
is.
my
really.
God, miskin.
You know, it already
No.
bit me.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
technically.
I got married after you.
But you were engaged longer.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
that's
so close, so close,
that's,
so close.
That's
Hey,
the truth.
this mosquito's gonna eat me alive. We gotta go.
Actually, we don't.
We're actually kind of laying into it.
What?
So
really?
Yes, we're still.
No,
on
no, it's
time.
fine. We're on Annie's time.
I'm
What
so
time is
hungry.
it?
Wrap it up.
Annie, you don't. That's the
For
reason
those
you don't call
watching-
it. Is because
for
you can't
those
see
watching.
how long we've
We're
been
both
on.
looking at the timer.
Hey, to me.
What?
For
What?
those
Go ahead.
watching, we're having Friendsgiving tonight.
Oh.
That's why we want to end a little bit early. Because we're a
Are they
little bit.
serious?
This
on
is
killing
so.
the
This is.
podcast?
I gotta say, this is my last episode.
Me
by the way,
too.
completely
Amen,
done
amen.
with this podcast.
I
I
love
thought
that
I was
Annie
done after
tried
missing
to
last
call
week.
the episode, and she doesn't even know how long we've been going.
I'm
Doesn't
going to
even
say
know.
we're at
Internal
like
clock.
32 minutes.
Oh no,
Okay.
I'm calling it. It's like we're at like 40.
Okay, that
Pretty
was
much.
pretty good.
Pretty
I
much
knew
on the
it.
dot.
I
Pretty much
have
on
an
the dot.
internal clock.
That is when we're supposed to cut
but-
it.
So that means we have to rip for at least 5 more minutes.
Oh.
Okay, we
It's
have
a
5
four-
more minutes. You know what I've been watching? Sister Wives. New episode came out yesterday.
Oh.
Wife watch. He's officially down to one wife.
Oh.
Now I just feel like it's put on. Now I just feel like we're riffing, like,
Yeah, you kind of killed it.
kind of killed it. So
You should have dressed as a pilgrim. Would have been fitting.
that would have been hilarious.
Hilarious.
I want.
But everybody's going around saying, no, you can't dress like a pilgrim here.
That was literally what you did. That's
I
so
know.
crazy.
I know.
Have you guys been
Insane.
seeing the videos of the turkey ranch, the like turkey farm,
Oh no.
where they like rehabilitate turkeys? And every time this year, that
don't like
same farm posts a video that's like, "Do you know what turkeys love the most? Hugs." And it's like all these people who work on the ranch giving these turkeys big hugs.
Turkeys are so ugly.
They're
This week,
so ugly.
I can't wait to hug a turkey this week
in my tummy
with my belly.
Nice.
rub it with your belly.
I'm thinking of
Okay.
the other. I
Yeah.
was gonna blast into the
Sure.
other song.
Yeah.
Guys, I think this is a wrap on Thanksgiving
Favorite
episode.
Thanksgiving side. Go.
Cranberry sauce.
Uh-oh.
It is a good
Oh,
one. It's a
really?
good one.
Yeah. Oh, on everything.
Stuffing.
Sweet potato.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Green bean casserole, baby.
Yeah. That's probably number 2.
Oh,
I used to
Make
hate
it
it. I used to hate it when I was a kid.
Here's
Hate
the
it.
it's a loaded question because I feel that Thanksgiving meal becomes something special when all the pieces are
Turkey
together.
Yeah,
sandwich.
that's true.
Any one element is
The
kind of like
leftover sandwich.
good.
That's why the leftover sandwich is so freaking good.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
They, you know,
You know what I
Starbucks
mean?
used to have this.
Yes.
what
Yes,
was
the
it called?
panini.
The turkey, it was
Yeah.
a
It was the Thanksgiving
turkey
with
panini.
stuffing.
Yes.
When
and
they
brie.
didn't
Yeah.
I
bring
know.
that back,
Oh, I know.
it's
Yeah.
enough to riot.
Oh, I was mad when they didn't bring back the chicken sandwich. It was like a
I
Dijon
loved,
mustard chicken
I
sandwich.
loved that chicken sandwich.
Oh.
Yeah, what
so
are they
good.
doing at headquarters? What's wrong with that?
I don't know. That's why I don't work there anymore.
Yeah.
That's right.
Down
You're
with
so
Big
brave.
Brigade.
You are brave. On the couch as always, Cara Tafolla, Annie the Skovmand. I'm Ryan.
I'm John.
And we'll see you next week on What the Podcast.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, best turkey impression. Ready? Go.
I don't even know how.
I win.
I don't even know how I'd go about making a turkey noise.
No, it's getting worse. It's getting worse.
No, that first one was on point.
I'm a turkey.
Gobble, 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 your mother.